Today I'm going to show you how to make a pavlova. Pavlova is actually the national dessert of both Australia and New Zealand, but here in the United States we're not quite as familiar with it. It's a really nice, light and airy, gluten-free dessert. And best of all, it's super easy to make. So let's get started. You just start by whipping up 4 egg whites. Whip it good. Did you know that it's Australia Day on January 26th? So this is going to be a dessert they might have then. What we're going to do now is add the sugar, and the key with this is to add it very slowly, because if you add it too fast, your meringue is going to just go like that. That's a culinary term, by the way. Now we're just going to fold in the rest of our ingredients. I have a teaspoon of vanilla, lemon juice, and 2 teaspoons of cornstarch, and that's going to thicken it up. So now I'm just going to spoon this out onto parchment paper, and now you're just going to make a little circle. And one of the keys to this is when you're spreading it out, try to have the center be almost a little well, because in the center, that's where you're going to put the whipped cream and the fruit. It's going to be about an hour in the oven at 300 degrees. What I did is I made this one last night, and we're going to go ahead and decorate this one while the one that we just made is in the oven. So we're going to have 2 pavlovas. I have a nice indentation here where we're going to put the whipped cream. Now some recipes call for just a pint of heavy cream alone, but I also like to add just a little bit of vanilla and sugar, maybe a tablespoon of sugar, and again, just whip it. The whipped cream is done, and now the fun part, we get to decorate our pavlova. Pavlova, by the way, is named after a Russian ballerina. She was the prima ballerina back in the 20s, and she was touring New Zealand and Australia. And the story goes that a chef in New Zealand wanted to honor her and make her a dessert. And he thought this looked like her tutu, and it was light and airy like she was as a dancer. Now really it's up to you how you decorate the pavlova. I just have chosen, just for the color, blueberries, strawberries, and kiwi. So a nice dessert. And there you have it. Take a little bite. A little piece of fruit. Pavlova is really yummy. You might want to try it yourself. Thanks for joining me. I'm Tracy Briggs with The Great Indoors.